Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Nafiz here and I'm back here with another video of my web development series with CSS. In this lecture, we'll see how to use the position attribute of CSS. We will be seeing how to position our certain div or our certain tags of HTML in our different position of our browser page. So let's get started with today's video. First of all, if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell icon for my future video notifications. So let's get started with the video. First of all, we need to link our CSS file. So I have my CSS file here, which name is style1.css. So I will write link here. Then I will give, then where is my CSS? Where is it? It's inside the main CSS. So I'll write main CSS. Inside that we have a style1. So we have a style1 and save this. Okay, so we have now linked our CSS file with our HTML. So suppose we have a div. So suppose uh, we have a div with class green. So class green bg. Okay, so we have a div called green bg. Okay, so now let me dot for calling the class green bg. Then I will give it a background color. So background color I'll give it green for our green bg. Okay, so we have our green bg of green color and we need to give it a height and weight. So I'll give it a width of 200 pixel. Okay, so width of 200 pixel and height of 200 pixel. Okay, something problem bg green bg we have a div. Okay, so this is our green bg here. This is our green background, our div. So what we'll do, we will use our attribute which is called position. So I will write position. Okay, position. So we have some different types of position values, but most oftenly we use only four of them. So we use only four positions. So we can use absolute, fixed, relative, static and sticky. We don't need a static, we only use sticky, relative, fixed and absolute. All other things are unnecessary for now. So suppose we want to move our div to the right side. Now it is in the left side. How about we want to move this to the right side? So what we can do, say suppose uh, we will uh, we will write top. Because we have a padding here, we can give our top 0. Okay, we can give our top 0, but it's not moving. So suppose I give it we want to go to right side, so we can write right here. So right 0 pixel. Okay, 0 pixel, but it's not moving. I can give it a top of 0 pixel, but it's not moving. Why? Because we haven't given our div a position. We can give a position of absolute. When we give the position of absolute, we can move our div according to our needs. So now if we save this, we can see that our div has moved to the right side because we have given top 0. That's why there is no gap on top of our div, and we have given right 0. There is no gap to our right side also. That's why our div moved to the right side. To move our div, we need to give a absolute position value to our element. This absolute position value is giving us the power to move our div, to one side or another side. Say suppose we want this div to go to this side. So what we can do, we can write here left, we can write here left 0 pixel, and it will move to the left. Say suppose we want this div to go down here. So what we need to write, we don't need top, we need bottom 0. So there will be no gap in our bottom, so we will write bottom 0, and we will save this. We will see that this has moved to left 0, bottom 0 here. If we want to move it here, we can write here right side. So there will be no gap on the right side and on the bottom side. Okay, so this is how we can move a certain element or a div or any h1 paragraph image. We can move it. We need to see one thing very carefully, that the position is absolute. The position is absolute. So what this absolute is doing, it's referencing our body tag. It's referencing only our body tag, and then it's calculating the bottom and the right. This div is moving proportion to our body tag. So when we want to move something, we need to give it a reference of something, that you move reference to this one. Now our green bg is referencing our body and moving according or inside our body tag. Is referencing our body tag. We will understand it better later this class. So now go to our initial position. Okay, go to our initial position. Say suppose we want to go to the center. We want to move we want to move 50 pixel from the right. So what we can write, we can write here left 50 pixel, and if we save this, we can see it has moved towards the right side 15 pixel, because we have given left value 15 pixel. We can make it down using our top 15 pixel. It will move down. If we give it 115 pixel, it will move 150 pixel down. If we give it this value bottom, it will go towards up 150 pixel. Okay, 115 pixel from bottom. Say suppose I want to move it to the right side, and it will go 15 pixel left from the right side, and we have bottom 115 pixel towards up. If we write here top, it will move from the top 150 pixel here. Let me give this 18. Okay, so this is how we can move a certain element in our div using position absolute and given the value of right and left. So suppose we want to center this, on the top. So what we will write, we will write here top 0 pixel. Okay, top 0 pixel, and we want to center it. So we will give it right. So right 0 pixel, we will give it a value of left 0 pixel. Okay, now if we save this, we can see that position at the top 0 and left 0. So why we have given here this right 0 here? When we give it a margin of auto, see what's happened. It's perfectly centered to our web page. So what's happening here, we have initialized our top with 0, that's why it's at the top. We have initialized our right and left with 0 and 0. So what this margin is doing, this margin is giving our top giving our right and left the same value. Say suppose our width of our website is 100 pixel. So the margin auto is giving it, margin auto is subtracting the area of our green bg, then it's giving the same. Say suppose we have 15 pixel right and 15 pixel left to our right and left value. So margin auto is dividing the empty space in proportion, same proportion between right and left. So we have our centered position here. So suppose we want to center it bottom here, so we will write simply bottom here and save it. We can see that it's centered bottom here. So suppose we want to center at the right bottom side, so what we'll do now, we need to say right 0, but we don't need the right here because we will center it at the left position. Okay, but we need a top of 0 pixel. Now if we save this, we can see it is in the middle of our left side. If you want to go to right side, we can simply write here right, so it will go to the right side. So this is how we can position it when where we want. We can position a certain element, we can design our web page according to our reference of something or any design we have. We can design our website perfectly using the with using this position attribute and other top, bottom, left and margin attribute. But we need to make sure one thing, that the position is absolute and it's referencing the element where we want to position it. It's referencing our body and we are positioning it according to our body, left, right, up, down and center. Okay, so say suppose we want to give it in the middle, so simply we need to define the left 0 pixel and save it. We can see it is aligned at the center of our web page. So this is how we can center it according to our need. So there is another position value, I will teach you that now. Let me go to the initial space. Okay, so now increase the volume to 215 pixel. Okay, and so suppose I have 300 pixel here. No, 280. Okay, 280 here. Okay, so we have a green background. This is called green vision. I will take another div. Inside of this div, I will take another div called red bg. Okay, so red bg, save, and I will dot to reference the class. So red bg is the class. Okay, now I will give it a width. So width of sorry, so uh width of 100 pixel. Okay, and the height of 100 pixel and the background color, and the background color will be red because we have given it the name of red bg. Okay, so now we can see our red. Let me increase this. Okay, so we can see that we have our red background here. So now, so suppose we want to align this red down here inside the green background, down here or down here or the right side here or at the center. So same thing, we need to let me remove this position. Okay, we can stay there, no problem. Okay, let me give it a position again. So I'll give it a position what we have used, absolute. Okay, fine. Now say suppose we want to align this here, so what we'll do, we'll do bottom 0 pixel. Okay, and we will say left 0 pixel. Now if we save this, what it will happen, so we want this to be right here. So let us see what's happening. So it's aligning here perfectly. So if we remove this one position here and save this, what it will do, it will go down here. So why it is going down here? Because I have said earlier that every position is referencing something. So we have not given any position to our green, but we have given this position of absolute. So what this absolute is doing, its absolute is referencing our body tag again. So this absolute is referencing our body tag again. So what we can use here, we can give a position of relative. Okay, we can give the position of relative. So what this relative is doing, so it's saying to this green bg that your relative, all the things inside you, all will be referencing you after from here. Okay, if we save this, we can see that it's exactly there where we wanted. So we need to give our parent div position relative and our child div position absolute to move it according to our need inside of the our inside of our parent div. Okay, so now we can move exactly what we want like before. So suppose if we write here right side, we can move it at the right side. Okay, so it's at the right. So suppose we want to move it to the top, we can write top here. So it's moving top. And if we want to move it to the center, we also can do that. So we'll write left 0 pixel, and we can write bottom 0 pixel, and we need to define the margin auto. Okay, margin will be auto, and it is at the center. So we can make this our national flag. So how do we do that? We can change the shape. So how do we change the shape? We can change the shape using a attribute called border. So border, so okay, sorry, border radius. So we can use the border radius 15%. So what it will do, it will make our rectangular circle here. So what is this border radius is doing, it's calculating the radius 15%. It will only work if you have same height and same width, and if you give the radius 15%, it will make you a circle. So this is how you can make a circle, and you can position it according to your need. So this was the use of relative and absolute position for css. So, so we have other two to discuss here. Okay, now I will show you another value of the position, which is called sticky. So what is sticky? So in some website we can see, if we scroll we can see our navigation menu is sticking at the top. If you scroll down, it's always sticking at the top. So we will see that here. So what I need to do, I will create a new div called navigation. Okay, div called navigation. What happened here? Okay, so dot navigation. Inside here I will make a navigation. Okay, so say suppose I have my name here. So I have h4 tag. I have my name Nafiz Anam. Okay, so I have my name here Nafiz Anam, and also another is called para. Inside the p tag of 200. Okay, 200 words. So we have this. So I want to make a scroll effect here. So what I can do here, so let me give my what I have kept navy. Okay, the navy is a class, so we'll give a dv dot here. Then I will give it okay, so we have a background color of violet. So give me some padding here. This is suppose 30 pixel. It's too much. 20, 20 no, 15 pixel. Okay, and I need a scroll effect, so I will write P here and give it a padding of okay 100 pixel, 50 pixel. So now I have a scroll effect here. Okay, I just wanted to make the scroll effect so I can show you the sticky position. So sticky position, so I'll give a margin top of 20 pixel. Okay, so it's separated now. So now what I will do, I'll give it a top of 0 because I want to stick it at the top. Okay, I want to stick it at the top here, so when I scroll it will stick at the top. So what I will write, I will write the position. Now what is the position? The position is sticky. Okay, the position is now sticky. So now if I save this and go to my browser, I can see that the navigation menu is sticking at the top. Navigation menu is sticking at the top. It doesn't matter how deep we go, the navigation menu will always stick at the top here. Okay, so this is the use of the sticky position. This is the use of the sticky position, and we'll be needing these a lot in our program because most of the time we'll be making sticky navigation for our website. So this was the third one, the sticky position. The last one will be the position of fixed. Okay, so suppose we want something to be fixed here. If we scroll, it doesn't matter, it will be fixed here. So what we can do, before the para we can make a fix division. Inside here I will give a p tag and I will make fixed by x fixed element. Okay, fixed element here. So this is the fixed element here. Okay, so this is the fixed element, and let me give it a class of p. Okay, so class of m. So this is a class of m and I will name this p to m. Okay, so it will not affect my fixed here. Okay, we can scroll, it's not fixed, it's scrolling, it's not fixed there. So we want to make it fixed here. So what we can do, we will reference the p. So how do we reference it? Let me give it a class. I will name it a class of f. Okay, the class of f for fixed. So I'll write dot f and I will do uh, suppose I will give it a width. So width of 60 pixel. Okay, width of 60 no 90 pixel. Width of 90 pixel. Height of 100 pixel, and the background color. Okay, so I'll give it the background color of brown. Save it. So we can see that our fixed element is here. You can play around with this thing, how you can make this. So okay, so suppose we have the fixed element here, so it's not fixed, it's moving. So we will give it a position of fixed. Okay, position of fixed. So let's see what happens here. So it's fixed. Look, if we scroll, it isn't moving anywhere, it doesn't move at all because it's in the fixed position. So why do you need this fixed position? So suppose we want to give alert to our user in certain moment, we need this. So we'll give an alert, so we can use fixed, or we can fix our social media menu here fixed, so it will be fixed. So this was the four fixed value which we will be needing and which are the most used value for position attribute. So I hope you understand all the position values which I have explained. I don't know if you will understand it at the first time, so I will suggest you to watch the video three to four times. It will be clear to you. It is so simple thing to understand, and I will suggest you one more thing, that keep practicing a lot. If you practice this thing a lot, it will be like playing a video game. So it's so easy. So I will be back with another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye and keep practicing.